How's it going, everybody? So good to have you guys with us for another week of HeatPressNation Live.
That's right. My name is Esteban. This is Jared. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. We got a very special show for you guys today. I want to quickly let everyone know about the contest. Last week, if you were able to like and tag 3 friends on that post, you were automatically entered into winning the drawing, which we'll be doing just a little bit later. But they can still enter in for this drawing, right?
Right. So if you like this video right now and you tag 3 friends in the comments below, you're entered in to win next week's prize. So every week we have a drawing, just like Esteban said, and so next week we're giving away a brand new prize. So if you want to be entered to win that prize, please go ahead and just like and tag 3 friends.
You know, last week was pretty fun. We were going over all of the awesome wedding ideas. You know, if you guys didn't get a chance to tune in, it has been archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/HeatPressNation.
Make sure you subscribe there as well.
Yes.
Be sure to subscribe.
We actually got a lot of new content up recently. I've been seeing we got uploaded, correct?
Yeah, so at the beginning of the year, we were able to shoot some really cool videos with our friends from Caesar North America. And so we've just been shooting and just putting together, writing new content, getting things ready. And so we're ready. So we're so happy to be starting to post them now.
That's right.
So it's really cool. So make sure you're subscribed. www.youtube.com/HeatPressNation.
That's right. That was not rehearsed. Want to let you guys know quickly about our Facebook group. Super awesome source of information, peer support, or really cool ideas you may not have thought about yet. It's going to be HeatPressNation Creators. You know, moderated by the experts like ourselves. Has been super active lately. I love to see it. All the awesome things you guys have been creating. You're very helpful on there. I noticed. Usually you're one of the first answers to the questions on there. But yeah, man, definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, and you know what's awesome is that sometimes I'll go to answer a question in the group, and I'll see we already have like 4 or 5 people on there with really helpful information. So I mean, the group, it's a great place, especially if you're just getting started. So many helpful people who are experienced in this field and heat pressing, and now in adhesive vinyl decoration. So many people with so many great helpful experiences.
Absolutely.
They love to contribute, so it's really cool. So make sure you go to Facebook and check it out. We're HeatPressNation Creators. You guys, and even if you're not just starting out, maybe you're an industry vet and you want to kind of give back, well, this is the perfect place to do it. So many people with so many questions, and honestly, so much cool stuff being shared. You've seen some of this stuff, right?
I mean, some of the layering effects that I've seen, the patience, the detail, and the intricacy, really inspiring for, things that you might not know you're capable of, but you have all the tools, all the skills already. So once again, that Facebook group's going to be HeatPressNation Creators. Make sure you join that right away. While we're on the subject of social media, we also have a super cool, awesome hashtag.
Yes.
That's right.
Which is right there?
Usually.
There.
HPN Creators. You can use that on all your social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, what have you, your Pinterest.
Yeah, pretty much anywhere that accepts a hashtag, be sure to use hashtag HPN Creators, guys.
That's right. We'd love to see what you guys are doing out there, so definitely want to encourage that on all of them. Like we said, we got a great show for you guys today. We got the iPad up here, so we'll be taking questions.
Yeah, I mean, if this is your first time watching, we try to answer as many questions as we possibly can live here on the air. So be sure to get active in the comments. Now, for those that we can't get on the air, maybe we just have too many questions or just not enough time in the broadcast, we will always go back into the comments to answer any and all questions. And maybe you're not even watching this live or this week. Maybe it's 2 or 3 months from now, a year from now, and you have a question about this. Feel free, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, feel free to leave a comment. We do closely monitor our social media, so we try to get to comments usually within a couple of hours, if not a lot sooner.
Absolutely. You heard it from the man himself. So as you can see, we got a nice little spread out here. We are HeatPressNation.
Yes.
Mainly, we'll be going towards the heat transfer type of applications, but we got a special episode today, right?
Yeah, so recently, again, we're HeatPressNation. We are one of the top sellers of heat transfer vinyl in the nation. And one of those brands is going to be Caesar. Now, recently, Caesar kind of made the jump. They're still, of course, doing awesome heat transfer vinyl, but they recently made the jump and started offering adhesive sticker vinyl.
That's right.
Which is something that's really cool for those of you guys who have maybe only been in the t-shirt realm. Mm-hmm. If you have a vinyl cutter like our nice Cameo here, you're already ready to go for adhesive vinyl. There's nothing additional to buy, just the materials. So we wanted to take today to just talk about it, take all of your guys' adhesive questions. Maybe, the product's been out for a couple weeks now, so maybe you have some questions. you have some issues, feel free to put those into the comments. But today we're dedicating our episode to showing you exactly how to use Caesar adhesive vinyl. And we're going to be doing a live demo in Silhouette Studio. I have my computer right here. We're doing a live demo in Silhouette Studio on how to use the knockout method to achieve really cool multi-layered designs. So that's coming up right now.
That's right, guys. This is a sticky situation kind of episode. Today we're going to be working with the brand new product, as Jared said, Easy PSV. For those of you who may not know, PSV actually stands for pressure sensitive vinyl,
right.
Or sticker vinyl, adhesive vinyl is what you may hear referred to. But let's get going. We got some awesome stuff in store today.
Yeah, exactly. So really quick, I'm just going to lay out the materials that you need to use PSV. Like I said, if you already have a vinyl cutter, like a Cameo, or maybe you're rolling with something bigger, you have like a Roland, GCC, Graphtec, whatever it might be, vinyl systems, you're already ready to go. So as long as you have some sort of vector design software, to create your decals, something to cut it with, all you need now is to just buy the vinyl. So we have here our Easy PSV in sheets. It does come in the roll, so if you plan on making tons and tons of stuff, of course, you're welcome to purchase it by the roll. So of course, actually, why don't you go ahead and hold that up? This is our rose gold. I love this rose gold. It looks super cool. We're actually going to use it on a design right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Excellent.
So you have you pick the color vinyl you want. All you need besides that is your Caesar weeding hook tool, which you probably already have. You need a hook tool, a squeegee. Now these, of course, they're pretty cheap. I think they're only like $2-3. You need a squeegee. Buy like 4 of them. They tend to disappear. I don't know if you...
Yeah, I think it's just mine. Or, I mean, that might be mine. I don't know. But
I might have stolen it.
As he said, super low-cost item, available at HeatPressNation.com. Absolutely crucial for the PSV. We just started selling this, so, we got a lot of questions coming through customer support, sales. One thing I always want to make sure to mention, unlike your normal heat transfer vinyl, which has your carrier sheet pretty much ready to go, there is an additional piece you need to the PSV, correct?
Correct. Go ahead. You tell
me.
There we go.
So what we see here is Jared's laying out our supplies for us today. This is going to be our application tape. So this is crucial. It's the second component you will need for your adhesive vinyl. This is available by the sheet and by rolls.
Exactly.
I like working with this stuff, or seeing the sizes available because it comes in like a 12-inch cutting width.
Right, exactly.
So perfect size for the Cameo. I believe we have 24-inch options as well if you got a larger machine. But yeah, definitely crucial here. So that's going to be your hook tool, squeegee, and the application tape.
Right, and if you have, I don't know if you guys have this problem. I have this problem. My hook tools, I can't keep track of them. I don't know if it's the other guys here, but if you think your hook tool's always missing, buy a couple extra. But there's squeegees. I don't know. There's like little fairies that come to your workbench and they just steal your squeegees when you're not around.
My squeegee, my left sock, my keys in the morning. So they're all in on it together.
Yeah, they enjoy taking these things. So anyway, so you definitely want to pick that up. Now, Caesar Easy PSV in particular, now there's several different brands of adhesive vinyl. If you're already familiar with adhesive vinyl, then you've probably used maybe Oracal 651, 671 for your super high tack items. But here with Caesar, they made it really simple. They have removable and permanent.
That's right.
So I know sometimes when you're purchasing other brands, they usually have a model number attached to it, and you get mixed up as to how sticky is this?
Yeah, the XP10000 or the 958-100. So yeah, they make it super convenient for you guys. Permanent and removable. Permanent, is something maybe more for your outdoors or for your storefronts. Removable would be something, maybe you have a painted wall somewhere, you don't want to, really damage any of that finish, or maybe something that's not going to be up there long term. They were telling us, for kids, if you want to do like a cloud scene that, they may grow out of, or, all kinds of awesome stuff, really cool to work with for interior design. I would go with the removable for the painted wall.
Right, exactly. So that's, and there's also some special, now we don't have them up here, because they're just selling so hot. So we're waiting to get some more in. But we have Caesar Etch, which will give you an etched glass look. It's like a translucent, kind of soft, frosty material. Gives the illusion of being etched glass when you apply it to clear glass. So that's super cool. You also have Caesar Chalkboard, which is another really cool thing. You can cut out whatever shape you want, apply it to something, and now you have a chalkboard. You can use it with chalk. It works just like a real chalkboard, but you can have it anywhere. So it's really cool, especially for like kids' rooms or crafting items. Super awesome. I've seen some people already apply it to like mason jars, and so you can use it in your kitchen to with the chalk. You can just erase it and reuse as necessary.
That's right.
So it's very cool. And then finally we have glow in the dark. So glow in the dark, yeah, that's really, really cool. That's going to be a permanent. And then, of course, I don't know if you see right here, we do have our glitter as well. So there's a couple different finishes. You know Caesar for their glitters. What I like about the glitter PSV is that it's not abrasive. It has a really smooth finish.
Yeah, it doesn't have that glittery texture. It's just a nice, soft finish.
Yeah, so even the Caesar adhesive, the Caesar HTV, it doesn't flake or anything, but this one especially has just a really smooth feel to it. So I like that a lot.
Right on, right on. I want to thank everyone for getting active already. For those of you who have already answered, thank you so much for getting involved, sharing your time with us here. We've got a couple questions already.
Oh, awesome. Go ahead.
So someone was asking, now the Cameo looks bigger. Which one is it?
Oh, this, it might just be the camera angle. This is the standard Cameo. This is going to be a Silhouette Cameo, the 12-inch vinyl cutter. I think probably because it's towards the front of the table. It does. I'm looking at our monitor here. It does look a little bit big. But I assure you, it's the standard Silhouette Cameo 12-inch cutter.
There we go. Current generation Cameo 3, also available at HeatPressNation.com.
Of course.
Let's see here. We got Angela Hinson. Hi, got my order of cups in the other day. Thank you for such fast shipping. Love HPN.
Awesome. Thank you so much
That's
for sharing.
right. And we love you too.
Muchas gracias.
Let's see here. What do we got? So last one before we get started here, and I think we'll probably answer this as we move forward. What is adhesive vinyl?
Adhesive vinyl is it's sticker vinyl basically. So if you've ever seen like how a car decal is probably the most common piece of adhesive vinyl you've seen. So a car decal, it has like the little stick figure family. Mm-hmm. It's usually just like a single color, like a white. It's like if the back window is tinted, you have the white sticker vinyl, yes. And the sticker family, or just honestly a lot of car decals. It's probably the most common thing. So adhesive vinyl is really it's a big piece of so this whole piece of vinyl, it's sticky. It's just a sticker vinyl. You can cut it out. You can create whatever design you want, which we're going to show you right now.
Awesome.
And then apply it to pretty much any smooth, hard surface.
There we go.
So, glass is particularly amazing for receiving these things. Of course, smooth plastic. We're going to show you guys we have a couple of really fun items. I hope you guys stick around. If you're just joining us right now, this is our special edition of HeatPressNation Live. We kind of got ourselves into a sticky situation here. Get it?
Oops.
Sticky situation. We're the Sticky Bandits, and we're gonna show you guys some really cool stuff that we're customizing today. So make sure you stay tuned.
That's right.
So right now we're gonna go ahead and get right into our Silhouette Cameo tutorial. We're just gonna show you a really fun trick called the knockout method to get layered designs.
There we go.
So let's go ahead and we're gonna switch over here to our Silhouette Cameo software. So this is Silhouette Studio right here. And so you can see I have my blank canvas. If you don't have Silhouette Studio, you're probably going to want to keep watching because the knockout method is something that we can use no matter what design software you're using. So whether you have Illustrator, CorelDRAW, maybe you're using SignMaster or something similar, Inkscape, there's so many out there, you can still use this to customize, use the knockout method. So to start with, I'm making the cover for my iPad today. So I opened up my text tool right here, and the thing that I love about Silhouette Studio is that, and I'm just going to select all this, I'm going to go over here to my text. This is kind of getting more into deep editing of your text. Just going to select my font, and I love Silhouette Studio because whatever fonts you have saved on your computer, it's automatically going to have those loaded in Silhouette. So we're just going to click off. We're going to click this here, and you know what? I'm just going to adjust the line spacing. So there's so many cool tools here. I wish we had time today. Like I legit could just talk about Silhouette Studio all day.
He could. I've heard him.
So now one thing I'm going to do really quick here is I just right-clicked or control-clicked if you're on a Mac, which I am, and I'm going to, where did it go? I'm going to make a compound path. Now here's one thing that I like to use. I like to use my color palette, and I'm just going to fill this in black.
There we go.
There we go. Cali Life. Now here's another thing. I kind of already went through this. I have this chip of California here. And I'm just going to, again, right click. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste this over here. Now you see how it's kind of hard to tell what we're doing. I love the color palette because it can kind of give me an idea of how things are going to look. And yes, I am going to take advantage of that rose gold. So you could really color it any way you want. So now let's, we could resize this. I do want to make it a size that's going to fit on my iPad case. So I'm going to shrink these down a little bit. And I'm going to kind of speed through here. You guys are more than welcome. I mean, we do archive all of our Facebook Live episodes on YouTube. So make sure you go check that out. So now you can easily just put the Kali Life over the background. But if you want a really cool effect, we're going to show you the knockout method. So just in case, what I always do is, and I'm going to copy. So we're just going to control click and we're going to put copy. We're going to paste this over here just in case I mess something up. So Kali Life, right here on the right, you have your offset tool. This offset tool is so amazing and it is essential for using the knockout method. So now I just clicked offset. And you see here how it just created this outline of Kali Life because that was the layer that was selected.
Yes.
So it's a little bit too big for me. I'm going to shrink it down just a hair using this distance tool. Now you can round your corners, you can sharpen up the corners. I think that's a really cool feature as well. I like to keep my corners sharp right there. And so now we're going to click apply. So what apply does is it creates that shape. So I'm going to control click the outside. And I'm not going to control click the black Kali Life here. I'm going to control click. And you know what? Let's zoom in so we can actually see what I'm clicking on. There we go.
I'm grabbing the outline. That's better. There.
I'm going to grab the outline, and I always control click the. Oops. Let's undo that here. Oops. Undo. And I could have just Apple Z'd that, but just so you guys could see where undo is at. For those of you who are on a PC, you could do that as well.
There we go.
And so one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here, object. We're just going to group these. I believe it's in edit. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, it's already a group. So let's move Kali Life out of the way. And this.
You're an artist, Jared.
Oh, I thank you. I'm going to fill in just so I can see. There we go.
Okay.
So now the only reason why I colored this is just so you could see what's going to happen right here. Now, here's how you select multiple shapes. I have this already selected. Hold the Shift key and click, and now I've selected both shapes. So I'm going to do that again. Select shape 1, hold the Shift key, select shape 2, and now we're going to go up here, we're going to go to object. Now this is where it gets fun. Object, modify, and you want to subtract.
Hey.
So whenever you subtract, the top layer will be removed from the bottom layer. And so you can see how it cut out my shape. Now I just get Kali Life. I put that back in there. And boom. That's going to look a heck of a lot cooler now when I put that on my iPad case than it would have before. So
absolutely. I mean, you can certainly layer this like you can with your normal HTV, but I mean, if you take the time to do this process, it's going to give you a much more professional looking final product. Definitely worth the effort there.
Yeah, so I love this. It's really cool. And so we're done. That's the knockout method. It's super easy, guys. Of course, I've had a lot of practice, so I did it in about 4 minutes or 6 minutes or so. But of course, you're welcome to go back to the archive. This video should be up on YouTube no later than tomorrow morning. Or I'm going to try to upload it ASAP. Or just here on Facebook, you can always come back to it. You can slow it down, pause it, rewind it, do whatever you want to do. But it's that simple. That's the knockout method. And I'm pretty excited to actually put this on
it came out awesome.
On something. So if you look back at the screen here, I'm going to put everything right here in the corner. Oh man, this looks beautiful. Sick, fool.
There we go.
And okay, the last thing I'm gonna do, you're still gonna want to put. Some of you guys are used to doing this already.
Put the weed box.
Putting a weed box around it.
There we go.
So you still want to put the weed box around it. That's something that's gonna come over from your HTV experience. Now, one thing you do not want to do with sticker vinyl, and that is.
Can I guess? Is it cutting? You don't want to cut in reverse, right?
You don't want to cut in reverse. I've done this already, just practicing with the adhesive sticker vinyl. I've done this at least 6 times already. You do not want to mirror. It's just a bad habit. it's just a bad habit, or I should say a good habit. You go in, you cut it, you're like, oh, I got to reverse it because you're so used to doing it for T-shirts.
Gotcha.
But with adhesive sticker vinyl, you don't want to mirror it, otherwise it will come out backwards. So
sick fool.
I think we're ready to cut.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do this.
Ready to rock and roll.
So I'm going to move. So actually, you know what's cool is I didn't need these backup Cali Lifes. So I'm just going to delete those. I don't want to cut the black yet. I'm going to cut our rose gold first. So to do that, now we're going to show you guys everything, the entire process, just so you can see how easy it is. We're going to get our rose gold here.
There we are.
And I have my Silhouette Cameo cutting mat.
This is the 12 by 12 model, looks like, right?
Yes.
And we do also have in stock at this time the 12 by 24 model. If you're doing some of those longer cuts, or maybe you're doing some contour cutting with your heat transfer paper, cutting mat's definitely going to be your best friend for those sorts of applications. But here we're going to show you how we use this with the Easy PSV.
Boom. So we have our rose gold adhesive vinyl on here. We're going to load it into our Cameo, and it's kind of awkward doing it from above or from behind, but let's hope this works. There we go. I'm going to load it in. And you know, it loaded in crooked. Let's try that again. Sorry, guys. I'm usually on the other side of the Cameo when we're doing this. There we go.
There she goes.
Awesome. So now, all we do is we go over here to Silhouette Studio. Now, if you're brand new to Silhouette Studio, we're just going to go over here to Send. And we're going to want to switch to vinyl, let's see, not heat transfer. Vinyl, let's try vinyl metallic. So we have our blade at 1, our speed at 5, and our force at 10. That should get us to cut through just the top layer. We only want to cut through the top layer. There is a carrier sheet underneath the adhesive vinyl, but we only want to cut through the top layer. So now I'm going to go ahead and it's ready to go, so I'm going to send it. Now, if you lose track of what vinyl setting you want to use, you could pretty much use the exact whatever settings you use for your heat transfer vinyl. They're about this exact same thickness. So if you already have a setting that you like for your HTV, feel free to try that. On a small section, do a test cut on your adhesive vinyl. So we have our Cameo going right now. It's cutting out the background, the part that we knocked out. So that's going to be really cool. Again, guys, if you have any questions, now's a good time for them, actually. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to comment them in. Again, we did this on the Cameo today in Silhouette Studio, but if you have maybe another design software or you're using maybe a different cutter, the process is still very, very similar. You're going to want to create your 2 layers, expand one, and then subtract it from the bottom. And again, if you kind of missed that, be sure to catch the archive of this here on Facebook or even on YouTube. So our bottom layer is done. So now really quick, I just want to test this to make sure that it cut properly. There we go. Beautiful.
Look at that. What was your blade setting for cutting something like this Easy PSV?
So I believe it was, and I can go back here and check, we used vinyl metallic, and the blade setting for that one is the blade is set to 1, speed at 5, force at 10.
You heard it, guys.
So here I love that.
I did have a question that came in just
Sure.
now, Jared. This is from Marianne Hoover, says hello from New York.
Oh, hello.
Can this product be used on a ceramic mug?
Yes, it can, but the mug will not be dishwasher safe. So by the way, I think we mentioned it earlier. There are 2 types of PSV. There's removable and permanent. So you're going to want to use the permanent vinyl, which glitter is a permanent vinyl, if you want to make glitter on your ceramic mugs. But it's not going to be dishwasher safe. It will be pretty, fairly permanent if they're hand washing, being gentle with it.
Yes.
But ideally, we recommend sublimation for customizing mugs. Not saying you can't use this, but if you want like a super long-lasting dishwasher safe, will last forever, definitely recommend sublimation.
There we go. You heard it from the expert, guys.
So now what we're doing is, actually, Stefan, if you don't mind, sorry, we forgot to mention, you will need some scissors. Because you're going to want to cut out. If you don't mind, can you cut the border out of that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. So teamwork to make the dream work, guys.
Safety first, then
Step
teamwork.
I live by those words. It's a great life motto. So I'm going to load in. Now, this is for the second part, because remember, we're doing a layered design on the iPad case. So now I'm loading in the second part. And again, forgive me because I'm coming around the back. There we go. Oops. Load. Sorry, I hit unload.
Sick foo.
So now we're going to go, let's go back to the screen here. We're going to go over, we're in the send screen. We're going to go over to design. And I'm going to move this out. Actually, sorry, let's do this. One thing you might want to do is you might want to group all these individual pieces. So to do that, you're just going to control click and group. You could recolor that later. So we're bringing Cali Life over here now. I definitely want to keep my weed box, so I'm just going to resize it now because we're cutting a different color. Now we're just cutting the black. That looks good. I'm going to go to send. Going to use the exact same settings. Not going to change anything. Oh, it seems to have gone back to cardstock plain. No worries. We're going to go to vinyl glossy, which I think is the same thing. Yeah. Let's go ahead and send it.
All right, I want to thank everyone again for tuning in. As you can see, we've switched over to our awesome, super duper amazing Google Pixel 2.
Nice.
We've got some more questions coming in here. Marion Rathbone says, she says this lasts very well with hand washing, at least with the stainless steel mugs that she has done.
Oh, very cool. Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, using this product is pretty new. I should say Easy PSV is pretty new. So if you guys out there have used this already, like Marion, please feel free to share your experience. We'd personally love to know.
Absolutely.
Because we haven't tested it on drinkware yet. So yeah, we definitely would love to know.
There we go.
So we're gonna let this finish, and then we're gonna go ahead and get to the masking part of the tutorial. So now, masking, you're saying, what is that? It's where we use the application tape to peel it off. Because if you look here, we have all these tiny pieces. And you don't want to peel them by hand and then place them and peel in place.
You don't.
You want to get all this at one time.
So what I really like about this application tape, and I don't know if the camera can pick this up there, this one actually has grid lines in the application tape. So you can see there, make this super helpful, super easy to use when we're going to be applying to the cut sticker. So definitely awesome feature there.
Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and weed this. So we have the background for the graphic, and now we have the Cali Life. Stefan, if you don't mind.
Not at all.
Now, one thing you want to be careful with when you're weeding is that you don't, once you start a peel, you don't want it to fall back on itself, because then when you relift it, it'll lift up part of your graphic. So when you're peeling it, you kind of want to get in one smooth section, and if you have any trouble spots, you can kind of just go back and by hand maybe hold them both up. You don't want the vinyl, the sticky part, to fall back over it. If you guys want we appreciate you guys for watching us. We're showing you guys how to use Caesar Easy PSV, or really this process applies to any adhesive vinyl out there. You guys can cut it. If you already have a vinyl cutter to cut your heat transfer vinyl, then you're in business. You're already ready to go. You have everything you need to cut adhesive sticker vinyl. So we're showing you guys how to use that. And we do have a tutorial video up on YouTube right now. So if you we appreciate you guys for joining us. Be sure to stay tuned for the giveaway at the end of today. And of course, we have Q&A with the pros. But if you guys want to get to the good stuff, the nitty gritty, we do have a video up on YouTube right now that shows just how to apply Caesar Easy PSV. You can go to HeatPressNation. I'm sorry, you can go to youtube.com/HeatPressNation. He got it.
There we go.
Sick fool. So we have our let's do this. So what we're doing today is I have a really cool iPad case. Now, I'm not even we don't even officially sponsor, but check it out. It has a keyboard. It's like a Bluetooth keyboard. Anyways, I love this case. I love this case to death, but it's so boring. It is the boringest case that has ever lived. So what are we doing today? Well, we're sprucing it up a little bit.
All right.
So I have my case right here now. Before we came on the air today, I did clean it. You'll make sure your surfaces are clean. You don't want any dust on them. Dust is the enemy. Is the arch enemy. Dust is the Thanos of applying applying adhesive sticker vinyl.
Oh man.
So yeah, you definitely don't want that. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and get a close up right now, so you guys can see our process.
All right.
What I love about the grid is, and here we go. So we need a piece. You want to cut just a little bit bigger than this. So what the grid lines help us do is they help me know where to cut. So I need a piece of application tape about that big. So I'm going to cut, And of course, these grid lines help me to stay perfectly in the lines, or mostly perfectly. There we go.
Awesome.
Right there.
I'll cut you one for this.
Okay, cool. So while Esteban cuts that, let's take a look here. And this is how we're going to apply. And I'm going to turn everything around so you guys can see. You know, we're not using these at the moment, so I'm going to scoot these over so you guys can see our process. So we have our black adhesive vinyl. We have our application tape. So I'm going to peel the application tape up and off the backing, like so. And before I lay it down, I'm going to, now you guys probably can't see my face, but I'm looking overhead to make sure everything is lined up. The grid lines really do help you align it later on. So do your best to kind of find the center. If not, that's totally okay. And here's how we do it. What I do is I like to fold it. I get a little dip right here. I'm going to put it down, and then I'm going to roll outward. Now, we're not done yet. You want to make sure you eliminate any bubbles. So we're going to get our squeegee, and then with our squeegee, we're going to go ahead and go from the inside out. So I'm going to squeegee that. You want to make sure the application tape has totally got every part of the vinyl. And there you go. Now you can actually store this if you guys want to sell your decal vinyls. You know, you're going to want to store it. You can, you know, of course, trim off the extra sticky part. But yeah, this is perfect. It stacks, it stores, and you don't want to peel it until you're ready to apply, which I am. So you can see here I have my cool iPad case. Actually, I want to make sure it's facing you guys, so it's a lot nicer. Now, the cool thing about the knockout method, it really doesn't matter what layer. In most cases, it doesn't matter what layer you want to put down first. So while Esteban's handling that, I'm going to get this. I'm going to peel it, and you see just like that. It came off just like that. You guys are watching this live. Easy PSV, guys. Easy peasy, what I like to say.
That's clever.
So I'm putting down the Cali Life here, and I want to make sure it's going to fit. So I'm going to lay it down right here. Now be careful, because once it touches your surface, it's set. So if you lay it down a little crooked, well, you're going to have to cut a new one probably, because it won't come up. Now, Stefan's using the squeegee. You can see what I mean about the disappearing squeegees. So we're going to let it finish with the squeegee. Before you peel it off your final product, you do want to give it one more good squeegee to make sure it's not going to have any bubbles and it's going to stay properly in place. So let me borrow this back here. And now we're going to squeegee on the iPad case. And again, kind of going from the inside out. You just want to make sure everything sticks. And when you peel it, and I'm going to peel from this angle so you can see best, I like to peel it against itself. And that just kind of makes sure that nothing lifts up.
Now, if something were to lift up, you can roll that application tape back down to try and re-grab.
Oh, yeah, of course. And in fact, we might get some roll-up right here so we can show exactly what you mean.
All right, so how did I do with that squeegee job there?
Dude, you did beautiful. That's
all right.
That's amazing. So now that he's done that, let's show our friends. Let's show everybody out there. So now that we have it, you can see we have the background. This is the part that we knocked out. And now we're just going to go ahead and let's lift it. Let's peel. So you can see Esteban's peeling it there, and everything looks like it's coming up perfectly, so we don't have any problems with this one. And so what you see there, now, I'm actually glad that happened. So what you see here is our cameo, it actually, maybe because we put a new blade in it, it cut a little bit too deep, so we actually cut into the backing. If that happens, that's not a problem, just you kind of want to peel from a different angle so you can get around that, but that's not an issue at all.
And I'll let you do the final honors on the application there.
Thank you, sir. So here we have the knockout method. Now here's where things get fun, because now the task is to align everything.
As you can see, we've used the larger piece of our layered design here as kind of our foundation to put the smaller pieces around, correct?
Exactly. And I cut it just a hair too big, so I'm going to move that out. Sorry. And let's go back here. And you can see I'm being very careful, because once you put even a corner of this down, it's stuck. So I'm being very careful, getting as close as I can, and it's down. Oh, no. And there we go. So once it's down, you just kind of want to roll the rest on. We're going to squeegee it over. I think I cut our graphic a little bit too big. Guys, this is why it's important to actually measure what you're doing, but I think we're going to be okay.
No, that's good. I mean, you went border to border, sideline to sideline on that one.
So now I can peel this, and again, we're going to kind of peel it like this. We're going to peel it nice and tight away from the corner. Make sure nothing lifts up. And doggone, that's cool.
Oh, wow. Let's show the fine folks on HeatPressNation Live
Sick,
Universe. Sick fool right there. That is awesome.
So you can see, now I know it's kind of hard to catch on camera, but you see how reflective that rose gold is? It's such a shimmery, beautiful rose gold. I'm such a huge fan of this product, guys. So that's how you do it. It's that simple. We did take a little bit long because, of course, we're talking through it. We wanted to talk through the design, showing you how to do the knockout method, but you could do cool multi-layer designs, graphics, on your iPad cases. Honestly, the list is endless. When we were thinking of stuff that we could make here for this episode, like, things got out of hand.
A little bit, we got to try to, always
hand.
think outside the box around here. You might see us heat pressing a quesadilla, but I think we got some other demonstrations we'll be showing right away. I think we have some pre-cut designs. You guys saw the process start to finish right there. It's that simple, guys. Jared was kind enough using his Silhouette Cameo to prepare some more decals here. So are we doing what I think we're doing next?
We're doing what you think we're doing,
all right,
man. So who here has had the problem if you live in a house of boys, which unfortunately for my mom had 4 sons and a daughter, but she had 4 sons, and so there's a big problem in that home, and that's leaving the toilet seat up. So we have yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. We have a toilet seat here, and we're gonna show you guys how you can do something practical with your Caesar Easy PSV. So. We have here, it says, and let's get on second camera in a moment. It says, forget something. And then we have a thanks. Now, the thanks looks funny. We'll show you why right now. So first thing we're going to do is we have actually we do have, let's see if we have enough left over on this sheet. I love this because... Yes, we do.
Perfect. I had a question actually about the application tape here. This was coming in from Elizabeth Ortiz. Thank you so much for joining. She loves your iPad case, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
She was asking, can you reuse your application tape or one-time use?
You can reuse it if you're applying to something that's really clean, but maybe only reuse it like once, possibly twice. I mean, and really the stuff is so cheap you can get away with I just throw away the old one. But if you're in a bind, you only have a little bit left. Yeah, you could reuse it. You might have to do a little bit extra squeegeeing, take a little extra care when you're peeling. But yeah, it is reusable, maybe up to one to 3 times. But I just use it. I work here, so we have this.
We got some of that around.
Literally by the yard. So okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna peel this. And what's cool is if you have several decals to mask, you can mask them all at once and then cut them out later, and I'll show you what I mean. There we go. Let's squeegee this. So we're going to do this project in 2 parts. Now these are 2 separate decals. These are 2 separate decals. So I've squeegeed them both at the same time, but I'm actually going to apply them separately. So you can cut them out to save time. Now instead of masking 8 different designs or whatever, you could put them all on the same cut sheet if they're the same color and just mask them all at once and then trim it down later. It's a heck of a lot easier. So we're gonna apply this thanks in just a moment.
Okay.
But forget something. So why don't you go ahead and let's flip that over.
All right.
Standard toilet seat. So now, when our little friends or whoever it is, whoever the culprit is in your home, whenever they see the toilet seat still up, it's going to say, forget something.
Just like that.
So let's do this. Steph, why don't you do the honors, man?
Absolutely. All right, so as Jared so perfectly done for us already, applied the application tape, squeezed out any air bubbles on there. Let's see how you did.
So just careful peel. Now you never want to peel fast because, and especially with text like this, there might be some parts that don't lift. In that case, you just go back, squeegee it, and they should lift the second time around. But it looks like I didn't do a bad job.
Not bad at all, I would
say.
Excellent.
There we go.
Sick food. All right.
So now he's just going to carefully, you're gonna hold it with a dip in the center. Find your center and then roll it out. So you notice he's gonna drop the center first, then roll it out.
There we go. See, we're just getting out all the bubbles here, making sure we got nice, good adhesion onto our substrate. Today we're working with this brand new, unused, perfectly functional toilet seat.
We should probably stress that this is very much unused. And bummer. Well, okay, this is a real life, and you can tell we're doing it live. It looks like we missed just a hair. So you see how this came off, but the good thing is that it's adhesive. So let's peel it, and then we're gonna peel away in this direction. So I don't know if you guys can see, or there's a little part of that G hanging off, but I think we can fix that. Okay. So let's go ahead and do a peel. You're gonna want to peel away and low. Low and away, just like a good strikeout.
And it looks like this is gonna work with us ever so.
The rest of that looks great. Now if you're wondering, we use permanent on here because hopefully you're washing your toilet seats regularly, so you want it to hold up in that wash. So all we did with the G is we just folded it under there. Oops. If you had an X-Acto knife, I'm sure they'll still get the message. You can just cut it off. So if the toilet seat gets left up, your little homies are gonna have a reminder. It's gonna say, forget something. And then when they drop the toilet seat, now we get to do our thanks. So now this one, the sizing is gonna be a really big deal. We're actually gonna put it under. We're gonna kind of pre-size it. There we go. So it's hidden and we'll show you guys right now, it's hidden when the seat is up, exposed when the seat is down. So Stefan, if you don't mind now, you guys might not be able to see this because we're blocked. Oh, here, let's just do, there we go. Now you guys can see. All right, so, gonna peel that. There we go. And do me a favor, lower the seat really quick. Now this is where you're gonna have to get creative. If you don't, I'm sure you could chalk it. There we go. We're good. I'm sure you could use chalk if you have chalk. Of course, I want to make sure this is done.
I was installing some shelving recently at the apartment, and a little bit of pencil, wiped right off. Use that to score my lines, position my drill points, and it wiped right off. So chalk, pencil, what have you. Use your imagination.
So we're burnishing that. I'm going to do a careful peel.
And look at that.
Wow, there we go. But we are not done yet. There is one more piece to this puzzle.
So we're going to do some more layering?
We have one more layer to go. So you can see it says thanks, but it doesn't really say thanks just yet. We have one more little piece.
So who out there likes emojis? I like emojis.
Okay, now here's the real question. Who out there liked the Emoji Movie?
That's a movie? That's a thing?
You didn't know that? It was a movie.
I did not know that.
They made a movie out of emoji. Yeah. I don't know. Apparently a lot of people were like you and they didn't see it. I hear kids love it, but what kid doesn't love poop?
Oh, man.
Anyway, so really quick here.
Again, laying down that middle point, working the application tape outward, get those bubbles out nice and quick. Boom, lifted right up. Let's go ahead and position this here.
That's exactly what you think it is, man. There we go. So now, when your toilet seat is up, your little homies will get a reminder, and then when they put it down, they even receive a thank you. I love it. I love it, guys. Now, this just goes to show there are so many different applications for Caesar. Easy PSV, guys. It's the opportunities are endless. You could use this to have fun in your house.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
No, this is great, dude.
Yeah, you can use it to avoid toilet seat left up incidences. This could bring peace to your home. If you're like my mother and you have lots of males in the home, this is probably the key to world peace right here.
Or, maybe you need some signage in your place of business restroom. You want to do that friendly wash your hands reminder. I mean, the possibilities are endless. It's really just limited by your imagination. That came out hilarious.
Yeah, I love that. So there's so many different things we can do, and we have one last demo to show you guys. It's gonna be really quick and easy. Water bottles. These things. This is my water bottle. It's really clear. It has this glass. I mean, glass is going to be the perfect thing to apply this to. So we have one more design that we're going to show you guys today, and it's really simple. We're just going to add a little bit of, because I know, well, I'm going to give this water bottle to my wife because mermaid. So we have a little mermaid tail. You guys can do so much. Yeah, you can do so much to it. And we're just going to do this really quick, really easy before we go, just to show you guys that there's so many things out there that you can be customizing, that you could be selling. This isn't just for personal crafts, guys. I know Esteban's probably, or actually I should take that toilet seat home. It's up for grabs. Whoever wants it.
There we go.
But you see how quickly I just peeled this off. Now I'm going to put it here on the water bottle. So now I have a glittery mermaid tail. Now when you're doing curved surfaces, you're going to want to be careful. These are going to be a little bit more tough because you have to squeegee everything, and it's kind of hard to squeegee. If you want, you can just kind of rub it in with your thumb even.
So we got some more questions coming in here. Now, Kathy Dickman's asking, would you recommend cleaning off the substrate with alcohol before application?
I totally would. Now, this is glitter. I love glitter. It looks so sparkly and shiny, right? So now I have a mermaid tail on my water bottle. Guys, again, you see how fast of course, I already had it pre-cut out, but you see how fast I was to customize something and to make it totally unique, totally personal, and totally yours. So we'd love to see what you guys are working on, whatever you guys are using your PSV, your Caesar EZ PSV for. Share it with us. HeatPressNation creators, use the hashtag on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it is that accepts hashtags. We want to see it, guys.
That's right. And for those of you who may not have entered already, maybe you're liking what you're seeing here. Maybe you want to start using this in your own workplace. We got a very special prize that we're giving away next week. You can still enter right now. It's all very simple. All you have to do is like and tag 3 friends.
Like tag 3 friends.
We're actually giving away a sample pack of the EZ PSV.
EZ PSV sample pack. There's going to be some removable, some permanent, and some glitter in there. So cool stuff. I'll make sure to throw in that rose gold. You got to try the rose gold. Very hot color, very cool. And then we'll make sure you have a squeegee as well. So that way, I mean, in a GIF, you could use a credit card, like an old card or an expired whatever. You could use that to squeegee if you don't have a squeegee. But this squeegee, it's funny. It makes things so easy and they disappear so fast. So we'll make sure you get a squeegee in there. And that's for next week's prize. So if you like this video and comment, and tag 3 friends in the comments, you'll be entered to win next week's prize, which is where we give away the PSV. But of course, we have to give away our prize from last week.
That's right. If you were able to like and tag 3 friends in last week's post, your name was automatically entered. As we said before, we get all the names, we put them in the big wheel and mix them all up. So then we're going to go ahead and pull one of those in just a moment here for you guys. We do have some questions coming in. Jennifer Weiss-Holland is asking, what application tape are you using?
So we're using the Caesar application tape, and in fact, I have a roll of it right here. So you could buy the roll. We also have it by the sheet. So if you like to purchase it by the sheet, you kind of want to just keep track of it. You can of course buy it by the sheet as well. But we're using Caesar application tape, which comes with those really nifty grid lines. It's super cool, super easy to use, and honestly, those grid lines are a lifesaver when applying it. Of course, today we had a little struggle, like applying upside down. But don't worry about that. Hopefully, you guys are applying right side up.
There we go.
When you're at home.
We got some more coming in here, guys. Elizabeth Ortiz is asking, what type of material does this come in? Glitter, foil, etc.?
So let's go down the line. So Caesar EZ PSV, it comes in removable, which has, I think, like 20-something colors. Caesar, and that's removable is comparable to kind of like an Oracal 651 maybe, 631 even. It's more for like indoor applications or for things that are not going to be exposed to the elements. Now for car decals, which of course are exposed to sunlight and everything.
Sleet, snow, rain, shine, all that good jazz.
If you're putting something on an outdoor business, glass window, you're putting the store hours on there, you're going to want to use Caesar EZ PSV Permanent. That lasts actually 3 to 5 years, depending on your climate and UV exposure. 3 to 5 years outdoors, which is really great. I mean, that's up there with the best of the best as far as adhesive vinyl is concerned. Then we also have glitter, which is in the permanent. It's going to have that permanent quality. You have glow, which is glow in the dark.
That's right.
There's chalk. Now, chalk is going to be removable because you're most going to want to use it for indoor applications. So chalk is going to be removable. But you have chalk, which is a chalkboard material. Super cool. So you could basically turn anything into a chalkboard. You just cut it out, slap it on, and you have a chalkboard. It's super, super cool. And then lastly, of course, we have etch, which is like a translucent, frosty material. It gives the illusion of being etched glass. So really cool, especially if you're like if you saw last week's episode, we talked about products that you could make for weddings. Yes. Looks super cool for like wedding signage and things like that.
On the frames, or something where you want to have that look, but maybe you don't want to actually do the etching on the glass.
Right, so maybe you want to reuse the glass afterward.
There we go. Right on. I think that'll probably do it for questions I see here. I want to just give a shout out to Marion Rathbone. She's actually been jumping in, answering some of these at the same dang time. Thank you so much. So appreciate that. It just speaks to our community. Speaks to the HeatPressNation creators. Just very helpful, and you'll see that if you join the group, which we highly recommend. Let's. This has been awesome, man. I hope you guys learned a lot today. I definitely, got a lot of more experience working with the PSV. You ready to get some stuff away?
Yeah, let's do it. So, this is our favorite part of the day. It's where we get to give stuff away, and hopefully it's your favorite part too. You guys, if it's your first time watching, every week, without fail, we're giving something away. So, we have the names here in hat. These names are everybody who liked last week's video and tagged 3 of their friends in the comments for last week's video. Now, these aren't just our Facebook friends. We've also started to open it up to our Instagram followers. So if you're on Instagram,
awesome.
Make sure you follow us. Of course, just @HeatPressNation. That's us. Every week we share the post. So it's not the video. You could just like that post of the week. Tag 3 friends in that post of the week, and your name's in there as well. So if you liked and shared this on Instagram, liked and tagged on Instagram.
There we go.
You're in there. Stuff on here. You know what? I always do it. I feel like you need to pick a lucky one.
How many prizes today? We're doing 1?
You know what?
2? 1?
Let's do 2.
Okay. Awesome.
I don't know. I'm feeling lucky. Are you feeling lucky?
I'm feeling generous.
Nice.
There we go.
So we're going to have 2
All
winners.
Right, so let's pick this first one here. All right. Okay. Oh, I think I saw this gentleman in the comments today, Rick Gans.
Rick Gans, congratulations. You're getting an Easy PSV sample pack plus a squeegee, because you're probably going to need that.
That's next week. We're doing the wedding vinyl pack
from
last week.
Wedding sample pack.
So it's going to be an awesome collection of colors that we were working with yesterday on there. No, I'm super jazzed about this also. So you'll be receiving our hand-picked by Jared wedding heat transfer vinyl sample pack. There we go. Congratulations, Rick Gans.
If you don't mind, make sure you can either send us a direct message on Facebook, or just comment. No, you don't want to comment your personal email below. Send us a direct message on Facebook with your shipping information. We'll get that out to you right away. Now it's my turn to pick, and so not winners. Winners. Mary Sue. Sorry if I say this wrong. Waisaki.
That's what I see.
Okay, Mary Sue Waisaki, you're the second winner today, so you're also going to get a Caesar sample pack of the wedding edition.
There we
pack.
go.
Sorry, not the PSV, my bad. That's next week.
That's next week. I'm excited too. Oh, that was awesome. As Jared said, if you want to get in touch with us so we can get that shipping information, get your prizes out to you right away, please send us a direct message so we can get that in the post for you. But no, this was awesome. These are just a small example of some of the awesome things you guys can use this on. As long as it's a clean substrate, you really have a lot of options as far as what you can customize using your vinyl cutting skills you probably already have.
Yeah, and it's not limited to just single color stuff. Like I know a lot of car decals are just going to be one color. You guys, as you can see here, we did rose gold and black, but really there are so many colors. We have some black and brown on there. There's so many colors that you guys could pick from. So really, the sky's the limit.
That's right. I want to remind you guys again about our YouTube channel. If you want to take a look at any of our past broadcasts, awesome product tutorials, some of the awesome adventures we've been getting into with our friends from Caesar North America. We have a lot of content available right now with new stuff added weekly. Yeah, weekly. It's going to be youtube.com/HeatPressNation.
Awesome. And once again, guys, the Facebook group, you don't want to miss out on there. There's so much help. If you guys like what you see here, you appreciate the community. Like Stefan said, we have our friends in the comments already helping out, giving helpful information. If you guys want more of that, go to, of course, here on Facebook, go to look for HeatPressNation creators in the groups. And we'll get you guys added in there. Lots of fun.
That's right. And then, as always, the hashtag. We want to see everything you guys are working on out there. Please use this across all your social media. It's going to be hashtag HPN Creators. Use it on your Insta. Use it on your Pinterest. Oh, hey, it's bigger now. Hey.
Boom.
So definitely, and also you can search the hashtag if you want to take a look at some inspiration. Maybe see some cool stuff that other users in the marketplace are doing. Definitely worth checking out. Once again, that's going to be hashtag HPN Creators. This was awesome.
It's been a pleasure. Been a pleasure.
As always, as always. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Awesome. See you cool.